Burning desert, heavy snow, crowded slum, dense jungle, a city on a mountaintop. Which would you choose to live in? Probably none of the above. But millions of people around the world have no other choice. Welcome to this channel. When you imagine hell, you might picture a place like Death Valley. It's the hottest desert on Earth. The thermometer sometimes reaches 56 degrees Celsius. We're heading to Verkhoyansk, Russia, one of the coldest inhabited places on the planet. Houses look like igloos. It's outside, it's always freezing. We're traveling to Kenya to visit Kibera, one of Africa's largest slums. More than 250,000 people live here, most of them without access to clean water or health care. On top of that, the government wants to tear down the houses and kick everyone out. Different continents, the same struggle to resist, to care, to fight, to dream. In the middle of the impossible, there is life and courage. Where do you find strength in your life? Share your story in the comments. Could you live in a place like this? Which story moved you the most? In the midst of all this chaos, Ao, a young woman who works as a hairdresser, tries to make sense of the world. In her tiny 10-square-meter shack, she teaches 40 children every day. They sit on the floor without desks or chairs and study by the light of a kerosene lamp. Aya has been teaching here for more than 10 years. Most of her students are girls. They want to become doctors and teachers someday. But for now, they have to be careful. Stray dogs prowl the area, and criminals lurk in the shadows. In Kibera, inequality rules. The wealthier people live far away. They don't see what it's like here. Ao hopes one day things will change for the better. But until then, she keeps fighting to keep hope alive. Thermometers often drop to minus 50 degrees Celsius. What's life like here? And lurking beneath the surface, deadly saltwater crocodiles wait for their next meal. To the city of El Alto, Bolivia, located more than 13,000 feet above sea level. It's one of the highest cities in the world. In this place, even breathing is hard. The streets are crowded and noisy. At night, people gasp for air. That's why many shops close early. But life still goes on. Children play soccer, street vendors sell their wares, and lovers stroll hand in hand. Camila is a student. She's an Aymara indigenous woman with a bright smile and an even brighter future. She's one of the first in her family to go to university. She wants to become a lawyer and help poor farmers claim their land. But life isn't easy here. Many people discriminate against her because of her looks or where she's from. Still, Camila's voice rises with the mountains. Her spirit is unbreakable. She's even inspired other young women to stand up for themselves. This is Ramri Island, an almost forgotten corner of the world. Not many people live here, only those who had to flee. Since civil war broke out, many families have been hiding out in the jungle. Tinzov is one of them. He's been living here with his wife and daughter for 3 years now. They sleep in a small hut and spend their days fishing. Tinzov also works as a farmer. He plants vegetables and herbs. Every day he has to be careful, though. It's not the soldiers that scare him, but the crocodiles. Taking one wrong step can cost you your life. At least in the jungle, they can be free. I'd just ask Yuri, a teenager who lives in Verkhoyansk. He wakes up early in the morning, gets dressed in layers, hats, scarves, gloves, and then starts his journey to school. The walk takes him about an hour, but not because it's long. No, it's because he has to make it through snowstorms. Sometimes the wind blows so hard that Yuri loses his balance. Other times the snow is knee-deep. But Yuri never gives up. He has to get to school. If not, he won't graduate, and then what will he do? His family depends on him. There's no internet in his village and no stable heating either. So when Yuri does get home, he does his homework by the light of a kerosene lamp. His dreams burn brighter than any flame, though. He wants to be an engineer one day. Perhaps one day he can even design a way to bring more warmth to his village. But for now, Yuri keeps studying by the light of his lamp, even when everything else freezes. Here, even the air burns. Lucia is a single mother and tour guide. She lost her husband years ago, and now has to work extra hard to take care of her son, Tiago. She leads groups of tourists through the valley, risking her own health so her son doesn't have to. Out here, every day is a battle against the sun. There's no shade. You just have to keep moving. Just a few steps away from the group, little Tiago shields his eyes and watches his mom walk into the blazing sun. His heart swells with pride. Even though he's only 8 years old, he already knows how strong his mother is. A place where even the air burns, she keeps walking. Out of love, Death Valley might be hell on earth, but it's home. These are 5 of the hardest places to live, and the people who endure them. No. 5. Death Valley, USA. Number 4, Verkhoyansk, Siberia. Let's take a journey to the north. Number 3, Kibra, Kenya. Time to explore a different kind of climate. No. 2, Ramri Island, Myanmar. Lush green jungles hide salty swamps. Monkeys chatter from tree to tree. No. 1, El Alto, Bolivia. Our journey takes us high up into the mountains. 5 places, 5 lives.